Good morning. We are now into the end of October, and we do have another contract. We got something that we need to do. What contract are we doing? We're doing a little cultivating. The field that we just finished combining in the last episode now needs to be cultivated. And we have just the cultivator for it. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot of money, but we do have enough that we can cultivate it. And here's what I'm thinking. 50 horsepower required for this cultivator, and let me tell you, any tractor can pull this cultivator. I have already tested it, but that being said, we are still going to hook this up to the M, and we're going to cultivate as fast as we can with this thing. And do we want to buy it or lease it? I say we buy it. There you go. It has been purchased, so all that's left to do now is to reset our... Oh, that's the wrong yard there. We'll reset our M to the store so we can pick up the cultivator, and let's bring it over to the field. My goodness, the tractor is definitely a little dirtier than it needs to be, but the M is good for 50 horsepower, and so the cultivator also rated for 50 horsepower. I think this should be a really good match. I have a feeling this is going to go really well. Not like last episode where our header was not compatible with our combine. That was a bit of a nightmare, shall we say. But yeah, let's get this unit down the road, and we'll see you guys at the field. Alright, we ready for another round of disappointment and heartbreak? I mean, what are we talking about? No, this should work very well, I would assume. Hire worker. And get to cultivating. Look at that. 15 clicks an hour. Now, all we have to do is wait for them to finish this entire field with this tiny little cultivator, which is going to take a while. But that's okay. That is perfectly fine, because, you know, we can start talking about other things, planning other things. Yeah, we got lots of stuff we can still do while we wait. And what are these other things that we can do? Well, we can take the old H and we can mow our grass. It's getting quite long already, and it is ready for harvesting. It's not as long as the field beside us, but it's long enough that we could cut it already. So why don't we take the H and yeah, let's find it. We'll reset it to the store, if I can manage to do that. Reset, yes. Okay. And we're going to put the old sickle bar mower to it, but we also want to gather the grass this time. We're going to make some silage, and so you know, either hay or silage. I haven't made up my mind exactly what I want to do, but anyway, we're going to gather the grass. So what we've got is these two wagons here at the end, and those are the only two that we could realistically use. So one of these is good for 25 horse, this blue one, and this other one's good for 40 horse. We don't have a 40 horse tractor right here. It's busy cultivating. So I'm afraid we're going to take the 25 horse one. It's a little more money, but it's not exaggeratedly expensive. I don't know that tire is going to make a huge difference. Yeah, and then roller position, I think, has to do with the pickup there. Am I right? So again, I am not entirely sure what the difference is there or what the deal is. Oh, and then covers, looks like it's on this side here. There you go. Just the covers for the chain. Doesn't make a difference. As far as the colors go, oh shoot, let's just get a nice red going there. Rims can be that tan color, that's fine. Haven't really spent any extra money into the equipment, and we shall buy. Alright, So that should get us going for the first little bit anyway. You can see we got our sickle mower right there. I don't know if I'll be able to pull the wagon with the mower in tow, just because the last time we tried something like that, the tractor seemed to do a wheelie. We may have to reset the Super H to pull this thing, but we're gonna give it a try. We'll give it a try. Yeah, no, it's not even going to work. Okay, no harm done, no foul done. We'll just set this guy in motion. Alrighty, and he is going to be going over here. There we are. Oh, this person is an absolute idiot for backing like that. I am glad I found that when I did. That looked wild. Not sure what their deal was, but that looked absolutely wild. And I hope I never have to see that again. We'll drop the cultivator down, finish that row. There we are. Turn them around. Let's get you back to work. You know, sometimes the AI is just not really smart. You like to imagine they are, but it's not always the case. Anyway, mower's on its way. Let's take the Super H, and we'll bring this one out to the store as well. I'll probably end up resetting it, and maybe I won't reset. Every once in a while, you have to do something really dumb, just to remind yourself that not everything can be done right at a farm. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna reset it right from there. There's no sense in crashing or anything. Through the power of magic, the tractor has been righted up and ready to go. Isn't that amazing? There. Now I'm curious, can I operate this thing? It looks like it. Cool. So here's the hoping that'll actually work. So off we go. We'll bring the wagon on back home. We'll get the mower going. And we got a lot of work ahead of us still. We got the sickle mower here. And we're going to put it to work right away. You can see my grass could definitely be a little longer. But you know what? That's okay. It's probably not going to grow very much over winter. So this is kind of like one last trim just before winter hits. We'll get all of it cut, and then we'll see what else we can do. We still got the cultivator going, I believe. Where are you at? Oh, you're still doing your stupid thing, aren't you? That's outrageous. Cultivator is going, but it needs some severe babysitting, it seems. Well, I guess you guys know what I'm doing for the rest of this episode. I'll just be sitting here babysitting this stupid tractor. The mowing is coming along really nicely. I went ahead and bought myself a rake here, and I'll be using that to rake up in just a couple minutes. Just want to get the mower going a little further before we get to raking, because the raking goes a fair bit faster. Right now I'm just kind of curious where this chain is hooked up to, but it does look like it has a little post. I just couldn't see it from my angle, but yes, there is something there. Cool. Well, we should probably check back with our cultivator, make sure it's not backing along the field again like it tends to do. I would say we're probably, I don't know, 25-30% done. It'll take a little bit yet, but we're making progress, and that's all that matters. Well, now would you look at that, we're finally all done with this field. Why don't we just go ahead and collect? And just in time, train is pulling through. Look at that, that was only a couple hours of cultivating, but everything is all done. I think that's a good time for us to check out how that grass is going. And look at that, we're just about done with the grass cutting as well. I did have the H doing some raking. Yeah, sorry, the Super H. And so he got caught up with the mower, and I figured, well, you know, give the mower a little bit of a head start again. But seeing as he's just about done now, I think it's safe for us to put the rake back in motion. And soon enough we'll be gathering all of this grass together, and we're going to either make hay or silage. I have not decided yet, but something tells me we should probably make hay. I'm thinking that's probably what we'll end up doing. But yeah, let's go see what we have for options anyway. This H has the most hours on it so far with 8.2 hours, which would translate to 82 hours, I suppose. And it is our smallest tractor, and it almost tipped over, which is fun too. But anyway, what I want to do, I want to see if it can actually pull this wagon. I have a feeling it's going to do it terribly slowly, but I just want to try. You know, you have to always tease and test your machinery just to see if it is capable of doing what you want out of it. We're going to go find ourselves the first row, and yeah, let's see if we can collect some grass with this. The moment of torturing has arrived. Let's drop that pickup and turn on the machine. It's interesting how we see a rod kind of going back and forth. You see that? Along the side of the wagon. So I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that, but I'm sure there is a reason for it. It looks like it's on some sort of cog. And I don't see it on this side. Fascinating. But anyway, the tractor seems to handle this alright. I see no problem with this. Very well then. I guess we can just get to work with this thing. This is the same speed it does everything at. So that's not too bad. Well, I suppose I'm going to keep working at this, fill up the wagon, and once I get a wagon full, then we'll go bring it over to the silo and we'll go and dump it. I'll show you guys how that looks. Alright, the moment of truth. Let us see if we can dump this. It looks like it should work. Yeah, it's dumping alright. Very cool. I like it. Alright. So now that we've thrown it in here, it says grass 8,500 liters. No active production. Okay. Knowing that, knowing what we do, we're gonna have to go over to this wrench, aren't we? We'll turn this on. So if we go here to this, and it says manage. Right now we have the grass drying. If we hit X, that should activate it. There we go. You see the little dot beside the word hay? There we go. Now it's going to be drying, and it costs 60 bucks a month. And it can cycle through 144,000 liters in a month. Interesting. And we got about 10 liters of hay right now. That's great. Very cool. Alright, well, there's a lot more to the field. And I think I might put the M on here, just so that I don't overwork the H. The H has the most hours on it by far. And I think the M is also a little bit quicker. Should help with delivering and dumping. Well, yes, the M definitely does it a little quicker than the H does. doing 15 versus the H, what was it, putting along at like 9 or something. Almost double the speed, not quite, but it is definitely moving along a little quicker, and I like that. That's just perfect. So I guess I have a little bit more work left to do here, and then as soon as I'm all done here, then we can call this episode done. So yeah, I'm going to just kind of putt along here, do my thing, and then once we're done this field, I'll come back to you guys, and we'll make a little end of session speech yet. This is the final load, and now we get to see how much grass we actually brought in. Should be interesting. I know a lot of it's probably been turned into hay already, and since it's right away selling, we won't get a true count, but there'll be enough for us to get a general idea of how much we brought in. And I'm also thrilled that once the hour turns to 10, there should be a bit of harvest income that should be showing up, because at that point some of the hay that we sold should show up. So we got about a minute left before we really get to see what our income was. But for now, let's take a look here. So we had 107,000 liters of grass, and we have 1,000 liters of hay. Interesting. So that's kind of the I guess you could figure in total we brought about 108,000 liters of grass in, and right now we're looking at over 1,000 liters of hay already sold. That is fantastic. You know, that's a great way to end the episode, with us doing something useful, actually making money. You know, our finances, as you can see if you look at the top right corner, they are not so high. And what do we have? 1,000 liters of hay, just over 1,000. So it's almost like a dollar a liter for hay. I know if I threw it into silage, we would definitely make more. But I just had to try doing hay first. Kind of, you know, trial and error run. But anyway, I think my tractor's terribly dirty, and I also think that it is time to close the episode. So big thanks to everyone for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy our cultivating / making hay episode. If you guys are new to the channel, why not let us know in the comments. Tell us if you're new, and if you enjoyed this video and you think you'd like to follow along in the series and see how we grow this farm using only McCormick, International Harvester, Case tractors, all of those brands, and sticking with the 1990s and older tractors, then you've come to the right place. Give us a subscribe, and you'll see this farm grow using only the old tractors. I got lots of work ahead of me, and I'm sure you guys are looking forward to it too. But till next week, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you. Bye.